Hey you guys, I am NanoMango and welcome back to Forza 6. I am super excited to do this. I'm thinking of doing something like Moments in Motorsport. Let's try something like this. I don't know what to do precisely. Let's do America's Muscle Car Battle. Why not? And just see what we have ahead of us, essentially. I haven't really done this race before. I've done the previous one, which is like the earlier racing, but I'm looking forward to this. We're going to see what car I have, and then we're going to drive it, and hopefully I won't crash too many times. Hopefully, I mean, I don't crash at all, but it's not extraordinarily likely at this point. So here we are in the race. I have to choose. Aw, frick. I don't know. I'll just choose the Mustang because I like Mustangs. I kind of do. I like Ford cars. They're pretty dang awesome. I mean, there are better cars, but you just can't beat nostalgia. You know what I mean? All right, so let's start this race. Finish top three. Wow. Okay. I gotta say though, not a huge fan of the color, but what can you do, am I right? Okay, oh cool, the dashboard looks amazing. Alright, and let's go. Now, my goal is obviously to beat everybody, but we're just gonna have to see how good I do. I'm not used to driving this car. It doesn't seem like it's a particularly fast car compared to the others. I mean, me driving it this way definitely helps that perception. Oh, frick. Okay. Whoa. Okay. This is really difficult when I'm used to driving freaking supercars. See, one thing is that when you play through the campaign, you start out with cars like this, older cars or beater cars, things like that. But then you level up and you keep on going, and soon you have no time for that. You're like driving Formula E and supercars, Bugatti Veyrons, Ferraris, things like that. I said Bugatti Veyrons like it's more than one car, but you're driving a Bugatti Veyron. Things like that, though, and you never really get back to these older cars in the campaign, so it is definitely strange being back. Most of the strangeness is the brakes, because they're not quite as sensitive as I'm used to. We're going to rewind that. Every time I take actual damage, I usually rewind. Like, just scratches or a headlight out isn't that big of a deal, but the freaking downforce, driveline, and I don't remember what the last one was. It's bad. It's really, really not good. Okay, here we go, and survived. Okay. If I can just pass this guy without getting smashed up, that'd be awesome. Maybe we can run him into the grass. Wow, it does not affect the guys that are the AI. Wow, the guys. It doesn't affect the AI quite as much as it affects me. When you hit the grass in this game, you just get pulled right off the track. It is pretty annoying. But look at that. Okay, you couldn't really tell because I was pinned against this guy, but it just jerks your car to the right. Obviously if it's the right wheels, but whatever. Okay, so I'll try not to go into the grass this time. Wow, excuse me, sir. Okay. How many laps is it? 4 laps. Oh goodness. I don't know. I don't know if I can do this. Like, I am passing these guys left and right, but this car does not handle like a dream. So, also, if I go right off the track, I usually like to rewind it just a little bit. Come on, here we go. Okay, that wasn't that bad. I think I can still get first after this. You will notice that while all of my assists are off, except for rewind, you will notice also that the difficulty is set pretty low, because I like to win. I don't like to lose every single race. It's not that fun. I set it usually to whatever difficulty is just above my ability level. Like in this game, it would be like I set it to where I don't get first every race. I'll a lot of times get second or third, which is probably where I should have it. If I really, really wanted to excel, I could set it to hard, but I want to have a good time as well. It's basically the difference between playing against harmless bots in CSGO just because you're good versus playing online competitive in CSGO. Okay, I really screwed it up that time. Oh wow, everybody's passing me. All that work, every single bit is just gone. Oh my goodness. Here we go. That was really, really a wide turn, way too wide and slow. The thing is that that may bother some of you guys. I really hope it doesn't. I mean, I don't want to bother any of you, but it's the fact that I'm not extraordinarily educated on the ways of racing, so I may not follow the best driving line. I know I said this in my last video, but it still remains true, and it will remain true probably forever. But I don't follow the best lines. I definitely don't shift properly, but I have fun while doing this, and so that's all you can ask for. Am I right? Okay, so, and I like how I said "am I right," and I'm saying it to a camera, and you guys have no way of responding. I guess you could respond in the comments. Scratch that. You guys can respond. Oh my goodness, this is just a train wreck. Well, yeah. Oh my goodness, I almost made a car wreck pun, but I just thought I'd be civilized about it and just let you guys know that I almost made that pun. Don't know how that makes it any better. Okay. That rewound a little bit too far, but I'll be okay. I think I'll live. Dang, that mess up really, really, really sucked. I can't believe that I just let all those guys pass. I think I'm only going to do this one race for this video, just because it seems like it's going to be a lot longer of a race. But the next race, or the next video I'm thinking of doing, I might actually do some more campaign levels, because those are really fun. Crap, this corner every single time. I know that there's certain points that you're supposed to break. Oh man, I'm gonna have to rewind it twice. But I always miss those. I always miss those points. A lot of times there's actual physical lines in the road. But do I follow those? No. I'm just here to have a good time, to race some cars, and be semi-decent at it, and not particularly amazing. And I think I'm doing very good at that. Let's see if I can actually push you into the grass this time and slow you down. See, this is working. Oh crap, not if I don't shift up. Okay. That's one thing I've always liked about Forza. Forza, I need to pick one and say one, because I tried to say both there and it didn't work. There you go, bye. Anyway, one thing I like about this game, as opposed to even Forza Horizon, is that you can actually push cars off the road pretty easily. In Forza Horizon, I feel like the cars handle really differently. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like you can drive two of the same car, one in each game. Wow, I shifted into reverse that time, sorry. Anyway, you can play Forza Horizon and drive a Bugatti Veyron, and then go into Forza 6 or even Forza 4 and drive a similar car, which it's not exactly that comparable, but I feel like the handling in Forza Horizon it's just different. I think it's a little bit easier. It's not as much of a simulation. I may be wrong, but that's just kind of the feeling I got. You guys can let me know if you guys felt the same way. But that being said, it is also easier to push cars off the side of the road in the other Forza games. I played Forza 1 for a long time, and I got a Bentley, and it was a Bentley Continental, and I drove that thing around a NASCAR circular track. It wasn't circular, but it was like an oval. And okay, yep, I knew I was gonna have to stop, so I focused for a second. I drove that thing around that oval. It was like, it's called the tri-oval. It's more of a triangle than an oval, but well, mix. Anyway, I need to like tell a story all at once to keep from frustrating. Okay. What was I gonna? Yeah. Okay. That's exactly why, because I forget where I was. So I drove around that track, and I found out that even though it wasn't really faster than all of the other cars, it was pretty fast, but it could just pretty much catch up to the other guys, and if I drove pretty much perfectly, I could pass them. However, I found out that it's such a heavy car that I could pit maneuver the cars that were racing with me, and so I just tapped their back end, and it would spin them all the way around, and they'd have to be out of the race. Well, I wouldn't say completely out of the race. Maybe they'll get last if I pit them, but still, it's pretty much a deal breaker on the winning for them. Okay, now if I can just get a little bit more acceleration out of this thing, that would be wonderful. Do I actually have a 5th gear? No, I don't. It's 4th gear. Okay, so that... I was, like, really getting a little bit frustrated, but then I realized that I was actually in my top gear. Things are not going extraordinarily well right now. Okay. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay, I made it around that corner. And I am in, what, 3rd? Oh, man, I am. My car started vibrating because I actually turned my audio down too low, and so I can't hear it. So that's probably most of the reason why I'm shifting poorly. I would change it, but I don't want to interrupt the episode, so I think I can do it. I'll just be deaf for this episode. Okay. Here we are in this beautiful game. By the way, I want to take a moment. This game is so incredibly gorgeous. Now I know this is probably 30 frames per second because of my game capture card. I apologize if it is. However, I'm watching this in 60 frames per second, and it is gorgeous. A little bit less gorgeous when I make a mistake like that. Hi, guys. Wow, what a lively bunch we've got here, am I right? Oh, one of them's clapping. Okay, so I'm rewinding this now. Hopefully I didn't go past the amount that I can rewind. Okay, here we go. We're good. I panicked there for a second. I'm like, oh man, I goofed off too hard. But I think if I can rewind one more, yes, I'll be just fine. And there we go. I could have even rewound a little bit further. I like how it's called rewinding, because that's not really what... I don't know. It's like fast forward means that you are taking your digital clip or whatever and making it go forward fast. But rewinding, you're not physically winding anything. Now, back in the day, a cassette tape or a VHS tape, way back when, those all had to be rewound, because when you watched it, it was done. It had to be rewound up so that you could watch it again. It's kind of like a music box, except not. That was a terrible analogy. What the heck? But, yeah, you had to rewind it in order to watch it again, or listen to it again. And so they just kept that terminology even today, and it's just so funny. Every time I say the word rewind, I think about the fact that it actually doesn't make any sense anymore. So you could say like fast reverse or something like that. I think that reverse fits that a little bit better, but who even knows? Alright. By the way, the advertising in this game is... if it wasn't a racing game where sponsorship was the name of the game... Oh wow, look at these passes right here. Or this pass, I guess. I would call it shameless advertisement, but this is pretty realistic, so... and in a game that prides itself on realism, I think that it's it's just fine, you know. Whoops, that was wonderful. Oh man, I know that you guys are having so much fun watching me just like race horribly and barely think of words to say, but I am glad that you guys do watch my channel because you guys are seriously amazing. I would not be here without you guys. I know that it's like so cliche at this point, but absolutely, I'm absolutely serious. This is awesome being able to be a YouTuber. But it is insanely hard work. I am doing so absolutely poorly right now that like I know that I'm passing everybody, but that's simply because I have it on such an easy difficulty level. But my driving is so bad. Look at this. Look at it, just sliding off the freaking road all the time. I don't know what to say. This is shameful. Okay, there. I just wasn't braking hard enough, I guess. All right. Now, if I can pass this guy before the final, you know, lap, whatever, I'll be happy. But if I don't, you know, I'm just gonna have to smash him when I get there. Oh goodness. All right. Oh man, I love the little details too of this game. The helicopters flying in the air, the campsites of the fans, they're just all camped out in the freaking cookout. There's smoke over there. It's just, this game is absolutely gorgeous. I'm really excited to see what they do in the future because Forza Horizon 3 is coming out. I have to get that game. That game looks amazing. I actually got the crew because it was free on Xbox, and I enjoy that a lot. I noticed that the damage in that game, it seems like it's cumulative and it repairs itself at the same time, and so that's a little bit confusing because it's hard to tell how much damage you've got. So, for example, I'm driving this Ford Mustang in that game, as well as this one right now. Wow, that's crazy. But that Ford Mustang has taken quite a few hits with me owning it. I know, what a big surprise. Look at this one right here. But I found out that the damage in that game slowly, like really slowly, repairs itself over time. And that's just visual though. So you can smack into a tree and it'll visually repair itself after a while, like a couple minutes maybe, and then you're good to go. But then when you go to your garage, it's like 89% car health, and then you're just sitting there like, okay, so wait, is it destroyed or can it fix itself? That's the real question, and I still haven't played quite enough to really figure it out, because I haven't damaged a car enough to really know. I think that I might just take a Mustang out, drive it at top speed, smash it into a bunch of things, go back to the garage and see what its health is. But I've only smashed into a couple things and then taken it back, so it seems as if what I said a second ago was true. But I think it definitely requires a bit more scientific investigation, if you ask me. Extremely, extraordinarily scientific. Now here we go, 11 minutes and 25 seconds into the race, and I have finally taken first. I'm hoping that I can hold it for the rest. It shouldn't be too difficult, but I have screwed things up royally before. I've actually screwed up like really bad and then tried to race it out and win. Pretty much like here. Oh, no, you know what? I'm going to go back. Because I was just talking about this, and I know that I would feel so bad if I ended up screwing it up after talking about it. So, let's just resume it from here and see if we can fix it. Oh yeah, no damage taken. Okay, cool. So I've done something like that and then slowly let them pass me, and then I try rewinding all the way back to the collision point, and I couldn't because I raced so long that it went back past the time that I was able to rewind. Wow. Okay, I'm not all too good with the words today. That's cool, I suppose. Anyway, so I ended up losing that race, and it was pretty annoying. So, and with that damage, I probably wouldn't have won this one, and it would have been extremely ironic if I was talking about losing a race like that while I was losing a race like that. So, fun stuff. Let me think. Do I have any more interesting stories to tell you guys? Because that's one thing I could do. I could do a Forza 6 story time. Because there's not really much to say about driving games while you're playing, unless you're a super huge car nut. Like, oh yeah, I just tuned this thing again for the third time today. It's pretty good. It's mostly tuned for street races. I have my drag tuning preset that I can put it in. I have that for most of my cars. You know, I'm not someone that does that sort of stuff. I'm more likely to describe a loadout in Halo than I am to describe my car setup in Forza. So, that was the race. I actually won, not by much, but I'm glad I got that over with because I don't want to have to do that ever again. I'm not a huge fan of the Mustang. Ooh, maybe I'll win a million credits. That could definitely bring the mood of the episode up right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can do it. And boop. Okay, I totally missed. Oh man, 100,000. I thought it was going to land on it. If you hit A at the right time, usually you can get it. So anyway, I unlocked a new showcase. Everything is going well. So, that being said, I'm going to leave this episode here. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it wasn't too boring or anything. And I will see all of you guys in the next one. Goodbye.